Hello and welcome to the Lucy Show. Mum, when I said don't make any noise, you decided to construct a tambourine then? What were you doing with the clanging and banging?
Oh, I was just moving stuff.
I was like, we're going live now. That's it. Bang, bang.
But I didn't want the fan blowing stuff on the table.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lucy Show. Welcome along. Please get involved in the chat and tell us who you are, what you're up to. It's been 2 weeks. First of all, had the week off because I do 4 shows and then a week off and then 1 show. And last week I was in Facebook jail again. Need to come up with some sort of contingency plan. I try not to comment and stuff on things on Facebook, but unfortunately I got banned for saying that I flick my fag. That is not a homophobic slur. And then yes, I said something that was
don't say the words. Do not say the words.
I'm just thinking, how do I say it without getting mad? I'm not going to say it. So yes. So hello everybody, welcome along. My name is Lucy Orchard. I will be the Lucy in the Lucy Show tonight for you. To my left is producer Chris. My mum, say hello everyone. Chris, say hello to everybody. Producer Chris.
Hello everybody. I might just alter the curtain so I can put the light on because it's a bit dark.
Okay, here. You do that, and I'll go through what happens with the show. Yes, it's a sit down chat. I am somewhere in Europe, and my mum is somewhere in Devon. We used to do the show together, and then I started working away, but carried on. And then what we'll do is tell you a bit what's been up to on in my life. Then Mum will tell you a little bit what's going on with her life, and then I tell you about all the goss that's been going on in the local villages on their Facebook forums. And then we have a little review of TV and radio for the week, and then we start to wrap it up, and we have a little dance. So we've got people getting involved on the chat already, which is fantastic. So let's bring up all of the ways I can see. Home this live. So yes, we have got Mr. Shiny. We've got, hello, my name is Adam Kutcher. Hello, Adam. Welcome along to the show. We've got a big new Darren Forder. Hello from the west coast of Wales. Oh, I bet that's beautiful round about today. We have got hi, Mum. Hi, Ray. Hi to Lucy's sidekick, and welcome to the Christine Show. That's how we like to start things. Thank you very much for joining along, Noel. Hello, ladies. Goodness me. Leona's started early.
Oh, my God. Does she know what time it is?
I know. Literally. Was just speaking to her about 5 minutes ago. Morning, all. Ed, I'm not reading that out. Noel, what did you do? I can't say. I commented that I thought a particular person had a great attribute, and it was seen as inciting violence again. It's something that comes I don't know. Everything I say seems to make Facebook think I'm inciting violence, and I'm not. I'm a good girl, I am. Just bring up the banners because we do try to do this. The touch screen's not very touch screeny today. I don't know whether it's because I'm too too warm, or but I'm trying to use my pen for the first time. There we go. Whew. Have pen. Will tap. Go back to the comments. See if we can. Can't do it. This is going to get me. James DeMeo. You've not commented anything, my love. You've just. Unless it means you're not talking to me. I don't know. If you send a blank message, I'm not sure what that means. So a little bit what happened today, especially, is getting used to the time difference. I rang my mum about 70 minutes ago, I pulled over, and I was all ready to do the show, very excited, very pleased with myself. Mum pointed out that yes, it's 8 o'clock for me, but the show is at 8 o'clock in the UK. So I put it all away and did another hour's driving. Oh, James, thank you for saying that. Joe Pitt is always awesome. Love the shows, and Joe Pitt loves you too. Thank you for watching through Joe Pitt promoting comedy. Ed, haha, love you really. Thank you very much, darling. I can't message it. I can't read out many things without getting banned. So yeah, so I was an hour early for this show, which just goes to show how keen I was after having a 2-week break.
But better to be early than late.
Yeah, and it meant that when I stopped now, I was ready within a second. I was like a ninja. When I was home recently, I took some time aside to try and sort out what looks like a very dying lawn. We've got some seed, we've got some feed, and now we have a hosepipe ban. So that's all dying. And yeah, you can't do it with a lawn with just a what do you call them? Watering can. Well, I mean,
can I just intervene here? When you say you can't do it with a watering can, who
can't do it with a watering can.
Thank you very much.
In my heart, I'm helping. Mark Chamberlain. Oh, hi, Lucy. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much, darling. How are you? Now, do you remember I used to do a show called The Kitchen Sink?
Yes.
In the last 3 months, I have started receiving emails from China, from kitchen specialists who want to know if I need any brochures on becoming a new sales rep for kitchen sinks. At the moment, mainly focusing on ceramic kitchen sinks. I don't really want to reply back to them and say it was a comedy chat show where we had amazing stars on. But it's also it's nice to get it's nice to get the mail.
Hey, and a job offer.
Could
you run them side by side?
So please get in touch if you are looking for some sort of ceramic kitchen sink solution. I'll find out if there's a commission-based system going on. If there is, I could hook you up. If there isn't, find your own.
Exactly.
Exactly, as my friend keeps saying. It keeps going in my mind. I bought my infinity loop. Now, I haven't yet got to the bit where I'm able to feel confident enough to post a video on Lucy Orchard Comedy of me doing it, but I'm trying to do exercise and improve my health. And in case you don't know what infinity loop is, right, see if I can demonstrate. So basically, you put like a train track around your waist and then tie a weighted ball to yourself. And then you need to spin yourself with enough verve to keep the ball going. So it's a hula hoop solution for people who can't hula. And I can't hula. I've tried hulaing.
Yes, we have the video.
It's just me picking up a hoop for 5 minutes. Max, Posty with a Mosty. Evening, girlies.
Evening, Max.
Adam, I saw this. Awesome. Yes, Adam was one of the lucky people that received what looks like day one of my hula hooping, my infinity looping. I'm good. Love it. Find your own. Ed, is there on offer a stainless steel sink by any chance? I will have a look through the brochures, but the headings do seem to be more about this season's ceramic kitchen sinks. But I've got a funny feeling that I'm probably going to get a lot more now. I've somehow found myself onto the Asian kitchen solution mailing lists. Nice to know they never watched the show, as they would know that.
Or they'd know.
They would know that it was just, we talked about everything, including the kitchen sink. Luna, it was a good video. Some of you did get to see the first attempt. Then this morning, okay, I woke up this morning, and opened my curtains, and I could see some petrol pumps. So they're along in a line, and you drive up, you stop, put your fuel in, and what they've got in front of all the fuel pumps is sort of like a half ball of cement, concrete in front of them, so to stop you driving into the pumps. Have you seen these, like metal bars and concrete balls? They put them in front of the fuel pumps so that you have to drive between the fuel pumps and not at the fuel pumps. Well, I was just sort of staring out the window, trying to remember my name. Where am I? That sort of thing. What's the weather going to be like? And this guy decided not to drive out of the pump where he'd finished. He decided to reverse back, but do hard right hand down. He drove backwards towards this lump with such force, I could hear the collision from like 40 feet away. And he didn't get out and look. He just drove off. And I could see that literally the ball's like that, and he drove, and he actually he went up it. And he had probably a little 4-inch dent. That was it.
And was that a car or a lorry?
Car. Saw a car do that first thing this morning. And then I knew some guys that were parked near me, and they said, "Did you want a coffee?" And I said, "Yes, of course." What a wonderful way to start your day. Somebody gives you a coffee. So I'm driving along, and I took a sip, and for some reason the coffee went all down my new clean top. So I got quite upset. So whilst driving, in a safe manner, I just reaffirmed the lid and put a bit of tissue round the edge, just to to be sure. The tragedy of what occurred on the second sip was horrific. It looked like I'd been stabbed. My blood was great. My blood was coffee. It's all I was not in a good mood. I was not in a good mood with that. I just thought I'd won. I'd fixed the coffee cup. No. I'd made it a lot worse. And now I'm going to clean it. Oh, I have an appointment with my tax going digital paperwork. See you all next week. Yes, you will. Ed, good luck. Tax online is not fun. I'd get another tax. Noel finds that very funny. Thanks for finding that very funny, Noel. Yes, so that was the Lucy update. Mother dearest, what happened?
Well, I haven't done a lot, but
okay.
We did do something together.
Yes.
When you were home.
Yep.
We had a Writer's Day. Well, it was better to say riot. We went to the Mid Devon. It was on.
Yes, the Mid Devon show.
So we just sampled gin, and came home. Looked at some animals.
Bought some fudge, bought some pasties, bought some cider. Yep.
Yeah.
But that was very nice.
So, yes. Other than that, it's just been meetings and work. Nothing exciting this week. But you did send me a lovely cat picture yesterday. Was it yesterday or Monday?
International Cat Day was...
Oh, it's Tuesday today. Monday.
Yeah, to be yesterday. International Cat Day was yesterday.
Yeah. All the days run into millions for me. But yes, it was the thing. And now I want to put capes on all the cats.
Just to explain, I sent my mum a picture of a cat wearing a little cape. But like not like a prince cape, like a Little Red Riding cape, which has now given my mum the creative idea of how many capes can we make for our cats, and a cape for all occasions.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It showed me another video where I could make the screen meow, which I thought was fantastic.
Yes, everybody, if you bring up Google. Yep. Oh, if you bring up Google, type the word cat, press enter, and then you see a little button turn up with a little paw. Press it, and you can put cat prints all over Google. Please enjoy. Not now, after the show.
I went to a wedding party on Sunday.
Yeah.
A lovely young couple that I know from work got married in a beautiful manor house. It was lovely. And they are now on their honeymoon.
Oh, where are they going?
I think they're going somewhere near Paris.
Near Paris, is it Paris?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. Leona's gone, fudge, as she was the recipient. Spider is watching. Noel's going to do it now. Bye.
Going to do what? The cat thing.
He's going to do the cat thing, yeah. Right. Don't know why I cleaned my screen earlier, and for some reason it's made it less good. Less good English. So moving on to the village. Well, yeah. It's gone well less good. Noel, I did it yesterday. Mum told me. Right. So now this is not just specific to people from Devon. This is for everybody at the moment. But Marks and Spencer's is definitely sharing the campaign of ban the barbecue. And Dartmoor has definitely banned it. But disposable barbecues, they are no good to man nor beast. They are environmentally unsound. Doesn't matter whether you're using them on a beach or in a field. Nothing good can come from these bloody things. If you're that desperate for a barbecue, cook them at home, wrap them in tin foil, take them on holiday with you. You can put them in a nice padded bag. So yes, please. Yeah.
And also, farmers are asking people not to light those lanterns.
Oh yeah, Devon banned those ages ago. Chinese lanterns.
No,
the little cow
people still use them.
I know. Basically, you set fire to some paraffin and then you release it into the world in a place where we're highly populated by thatched roofs.
Yep. And at this moment, very dry grass.
It's arson roulette. Because also the wireframe, which can harm the animals. What we got up here? Yeah. Oh, Mrs. Reed, evening, ladies. Evening, Sam. Leona, all barbecue should be banned. Barbecue should be scrapped. And first village update she's heard for a long time due to the lack of commitment she's got to watching the show. So now in a village a little bit south of us, but I had to involve it in the village update. They had a little surprise at 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 a.m., where basically about 40 cows invaded the village. Now, we believe it originated from somebody not closing a gate behind them, which is the countryside rule. And the cows looked very happy. One person commented, well, we were glad they didn't get to the pub garden. Why? Because they don't take their glasses back. But it was beautiful. The pictures were just a sea of cows. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to respond to that and do a show at the same time. Right. So next one we had from a village not too far away from us. How do I describe it? Used to make cheese. It's got 2 cemeteries. So it's guess the noise time. Somebody heard a noise in the middle of the night. Now they did put an audio file on there, but I think that would ruin it because she did such a good description. Okay, it's a cross between a duck and a purr type snore. It starts off with a hoot noise.
Right.
Name that animal, everybody. People are thinking it was a peahen or a pea chick looking for their mums. So bit confused. But yes, I've never heard of anything that starts with a hoot dash quack that moves on to a purr snore.
I know. I have.
They are a bit weird in that village. A beautiful white gold ring was found on a beach up north. No one's claimed it yet. I'm wondering how long I can wait before it says mine.
Do you have to describe it?
Well, they put a picture of it on there. It's that one. That's it. It looks exactly like the picture. That one. I'll have that one, please. Now, also on the same beach, beautiful story. A gentleman got a plane to fly across the beach with one of their messages hanging off the back of it. Kate, will you marry me? And Kate's quite a common name, so I imagine there were quite a few discussions that day of, is this for me? No. Why? And just in case you're wondering, she did say yes. Now, I'm a big believer in the big cats of UK, big cats being spotted. And there's one that's been seen in Devon. It's not a big cat. It's quite common. It gets out all the time. It does belong to somebody. A kangaroo. How does somebody own a kangaroo in 2022? Yeah.
I didn't think you were allowed to own animals like that. Does it come from a zoo? Is it near the mall?
No. They put the lady's name. It belongs to so and so. Please let her know if you've seen it. You know, very similar conversation. Bit smaller than me.
Is it a kangaroo or is it a wallaby? Because kangaroos are huge.
I don't know. Unfortunately, my knowledge of wallabies and kangaroos is lacking. I blame you for not raising me properly. Could be a wallaby. Right, hang on. I've got a picture. Stand by. Didn't want to show the kangaroo, but hang on. There we go.
Where's the kangaroo?
There.
Oh, there. Oh, I don't know.
It's a kangaroo.
Well, perhaps Mavanwi or Lou will be able to identify it.
Poddies, I need you right now. Obviously, Sam's here, but wrong hemisphere. Yeah, so there's a kangaroo that's often spotted on the loose. And if you see it, please let the owner know, because, you know, it needs bringing back. I mean, does it answer to its name? Does it
Has it
have
got
a
a
name?
collar?
What business have we got having a kangaroo in Devon? None.
No.
Now there was a beautiful. I know it's beautiful. I shouldn't say it's beautiful, but somebody on our old village, bonfire. And the line that goes with it is, some people with medical conditions are
Oh
struggling
my
to breathe.
good. Wow, well, they would be.
But that doesn't mean that the person that's posted this message has got
But
medical conditions. I mean, she's upset for people that
no,
have
but
them that she
can I,
doesn't know about.
what else would lead to
Say that again.
yeah. Also, it's very dry weather at the moment, and if you
Yeah,
suffer, it's very dry weather at the moment, and if
yeah.
you do suffer with a bad chest, you'll have difficulty because there's no moisture to help you breathe.
Yeah.
So, you know, there are attributes jumping from every nook and cranny.
Nola said there's a place in England that has a group of wallabies, sis. They escaped from some zoo or something like that. Yeah, but this is just one wallaby. This isn't a group of wallabies. And it's in Devon. It's in Devon. Why is it in Devon? Then we've got somebody complaining about a man using one of the walking trails, 8:30 in the morning. Do you know what he was doing, Mum? Do you know what he was doing whilst he was walking this trail? What can you do that's offensive? He was talking loudly on his phone. Talking loudly on his phone, Mum.
So at 8:30 in the morning, who else is out at that time?
Obviously, this guy was
he going
Facebook.
past people's Wow.
How daring! We walking around 8:30 in the morning, talking loudly on his phone, using a walking trail. Disrespectful. I blame the parents.
Shouldn't they have signs up saying silence?
Do not use your phone on this walking trail, you inconsiderate people. AJ's watching. Hey, baby girl. Michael Bellevue. Oh, cool. I didn't miss the whole village update. Hey, you need more village update in Seattle. It keeps you going. Hope you had a lovely day at work. Then a woman apologized in one of the towns just over the border. She was a bit distracted and she was locking her bike up, ready to go. Didn't pay attention and she locked somebody else's bike up.
Instead of her own.
Yeah. So they waited 3 hours for her, and in the end, they had to bolt cutter it.
Why didn't they just take her bike?
I don't know if that's how it works. She must have.
Well, if one bike was unlocked, and unless she locked the two bikes together.
She might. I don't know what she might have done. And then there was a bit of a warning in one of the villages. A woman was going around the dairy farms looking for some milk. Now,
from the dairy farm.
Yeah, and they were like, jog on.
Has it escaped?
So basically, everyone's come to the conclusion.
Yeah. Was it attached to those cows?
Get off my cows. No, they think she was casing the joint and that she was sent in as a decoy, but that was her excuse for walking around the dairy farms. I'm looking for some milk. She didn't even have a jug with her.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I have to end on quite a wholesome one. One guy, not far up in North Devon, he had tried to buy a quad bike on Facebook Marketplace, contacted these people. They'd immediately asked him for a deposit, and they were being quite, back and forth, and then they wouldn't contact him at all, and he's feeling like he's scammed, warning scammers. Okay, so a woman has replied. Let me see if I got the light properly on this. Coming from the man who scammed my grandparents out of all their life savings and left the building unsafe, what goes around comes around, fucker.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
So you won't be having that quad bike then?
No. And also, I wouldn't be using that gentleman for any kind of building repairs.
No. Wow.
Right. Jumping into the birthday section. Trying. Okay. Sorry. Keep fiddling with my hair. Sorry, guys. Right. Happy birthday to Kyle from the poddy. It's either this week or next week, but I'm going to do it at both, just to make sure. My friend back from way back when, Dan Bullock, comedian, Jay Sandu, very funny guy. Jill Raffaelli, one of the best female drivers I know. Amber Gill, comedian in America. Today, Ellen Wesley, Dr. Ellen Wesley from Chicago. Truck driver Kimberly Hill, and a lady who contacted me a couple of years ago as she was researching her genealogy, and apparently we are related distantly. So happy birthday to Annette, and then a big happy birthday to Dan, but a bigger happy birthday to my baby girl Leona. Mwah! Happy birthday.
Excuse me, there was somebody else. She's only 3. She's a little ballet dancer.
Olivia, my cat. Happy birthday, Olivia.
She would have been on last week, but of course you didn't have a show last week, so she missed the cut. But that was the 24th of July. Olivia was 3.
Yes, happy birthday, Olivia. I know she's watching. Well, I know she's outside and not listening at all, but it's the same sentiment.
What's the date today? What's the date?
The 9th of August.
So there's another baby girl.
Happy birthday, Willow, my other cat.
6th of August.
Right. Michael has asked, does my cat dance ballet? Well, it's just she's got really dainty little feet, like a little ballerina. So that's what we call her, the little ballerina. So yes, that would be the key word that reminds me of my cat Olivia. She's a ballet dancer. I will send you a picture later and you'll be able to see.
Yeah, everybody else has got hefty feet.
Yeah, it's got little tiny feet. So yes, my cat does dance ballet. Moving on to TV and radio. For my Murder to Sleep 2, I'm still on the adventures of J.G. Reader. Obviously, throughout the day, I listen to the Jason PJ podcast. And I am still loving my audiobooks. And today I finished 18th Abduction by James Patterson, Maxi Pietro, and I've started MC Beaton, Hamish Macbeth, Death of a Snob, and I've just finished Death of a Glutton. I'm getting through them basically it's a book and a half to get from one place to another. So yes, I am definitely appreciating the audiobooks recently. And then I'm on my last season of Charmed. I'm not happy about it. I know. When we were at home, when I was at home, we managed to finish all of Queen Latifah Equalizers season 2. Beautiful, just beautiful. It's art. We watched the last season of Agatha Raisin as well. That's on Sky. And I have started watching Lupin, because I watched a bit of Lupin and I thought Mum and I will like this. So I put Lupin on when Mum was in the room, and she didn't look at the screen once. She didn't sit down. She didn't listen to it. And she looked at me and she went, "No, one for you," and walked off. And and that is pretty. Is that not word for word what happened?
Yes.
You literally went, "Nah, it doesn't. Nah, not for me."
That's one
but
for you to watch, darling, on your own.
I'm hoping that it will develop into a storyline. I'm liking the little storylines. It's all working towards a much bigger story arc. And the criminal is not likable, so I'm sure that comes under him being a good actor. But I hope the finale's not disappointing or anything like that. But I can't think of what else we watched, because we had such a busy
We were too busy.
week of it. Too busy. So just watching Agatha Christie and Equalizer, and we were done.
So I finished Mistresses, which I won't talk about because you're watching it and I don't want any spoilers, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it.
I've started Mistresses.
Yeah. And then I watched Shetland. I could only pick up the last season. I tried it when it first came out, and I had to admit defeat. But because I thought, you know what, there's so little to watch at the moment, I'm going to give it a go.
Yeah.
So I stayed with it. And I mean, the scenery was lovely. You know, I couldn't quite make out all the story, but it got there in the end. And I also watched the opening of the Commonwealth Games, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And then yesterday, I watched the closing of the games.
Yes.
But in between those times, I've started watching, because it's on the BBC iPlayer, something called The Newsreader. It's Australian,
right?
And it's based in mid to late 80s. Yes, it covers stories of the time, like the the dingo taking that little Chamberlain baby, and the mother being released from jail, Lindy Chamberlain, and AIDS being passed to a lady that had, hello Kitty, that had a blood transfusion, and there was dirty blood in it, should we say, for a better word.
That was big scandal, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I'm watching that at the moment. I'm trying to keep Bergen for when it gets a bit darker, so that I can watch it earlier, but I don't want to watch it in daylight. You know, the subtitles don't show up properly on the TV.
Well, with that, you wouldn't be able to watch Bergen in Bergen and wait for it to get dark. You'd be up all night.
Yeah.
Little comment here from my BFF Ian Hill. Jenga jail. No, my mum's got a cat next to the camera and it just knocked it down. So it wasn't Jenga. Noel, I'm going to watch She-Hulk series soon. It's on Disney. I started watching Miss Marvel, but I haven't been able to finish it because I'll need to be home for that. And Michael from Seattle has said, I've seen every episode of Shetland. You poor bugger.
Wow.
It looks like a great advert for a thick coat.
Yes. It is. I'll see if I can pick up the other episodes from somewhere. I'll have to have a tutorial.
Yes. I'll teach you again. Yes, but that pretty much that brings it all up that we are going to be moving on to the thank yous. And obviously big thank you as always goes to Leona, Lizzie and Amanda, to Elizabeth and Mervyn, to Ray sending love to Mary, and of course to Chris and Peter, and to all the poddies, and again to all of you for watching. Claire, hello my lovely. Claire, hello my lovely, she's watching. Shetland seems like the islands near Seattle, fewer trees though, same weather. Oh, is it really? I suppose I just always think of America being just a little bit warmer, and I suppose the TV is always well lit. The better lighting on the... How's the camera doing, Mum?
She's just removed herself from next to it. She's lying now by the door where there's a draft. Because obviously
cool.
That over there is cool for cats.
Cool for cats. Thank you everybody for sharing the stream and for tuning in each week, and of course for telling your friends about it, and more importantly for joining in on the chat, because that does make the show so much better. We really could not do without the show. And then Ian goes, your subtitle pronounced Shetland as Shiteland. Well, then Facebook is reviewing the show for us. There we go. Steve Jeffrey, to me, and thank you to me for managing to tune in for the last 5 minutes. Thank you, Steve, as always, who once wrote to me and said doing the show earlier was a lot easier for him to tune and watch. Must remember to oh, have I? Am I back?
You're better now, but you were a bit jumpy.
Oh, goodness.
You're fine now.
Yeah. So are there anyone that you want to say thank you to, Mum?
I think you've said all those thank yous. Is there anybody else I should be saying thank you to then?
No, I'm just literally wondering.
No.
Okay.
Just thank you to you and Noel for being delightful children.
Too easy. Right. Thank you, everybody. So see you again. I will do my best to make sure that I'm not tuned in at 7 o'clock. I'll wait till 8 o'clock. I'll see if I can get the hang of this, seeing as I've been doing the show for 3 years now. It's just I got too excited, and I just wanted to start the show already. So it's a big see you next week from me.
And a see you next Tuesday. No. See you next week from me. You say the other one.
First time, and it was when Ray was on the screen as well. Oh, big bye from Ray as well. Thank you, everybody. Honestly, it's a pleasure each week just to tune in to speak to you all. So please take care of yourselves. We need the ratings. See you this time next week. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Having very disciplinary words with you.
Oh, worth every minute.